Okay, good morning. Good morning, everyone. So you can unmute yourself. Let me hear from you guys. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Where are you doing?
Good morning, sir.
So who's going first? Good morning. I want to hear you guys. Unmute yourself for just a minute. Your name and where you're joining us from.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Dominion and I'm sharing from Sabu.
Sabo. Okay, that's Kaduna, right?
Yes, Kaduna.
All right. Nice to meet you, Dominion. Okay. Is that a nickname or your real name, please?
My real name, Dominion.
Oh, okay. That's a nice name. Okay. Who else?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Chioma, and I'm speaking from Goningora, Kaduna.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Miss Chuma. Who
Thank you, sir.
else? So we're trying to buy time so that others can join. So take advantage of the time. Introduce yourself. Let's get to know you. Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is James. I'm from Sabo also, Kaduna.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Ms. James. I think all the Sabo people are here, right? All right, you're all welcome. Welcome. So who else? Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Nicodemus John. I'm also from Sabo.
Oh, interesting. Did you guys just group up to join this call? So I can see there's a very powerful network there when it comes to joining tech programs. So welcome, Nico. Who else is going?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Who's speaking? Go on. Good morning.
My name is Mohammed Ali Maruf from Kaduna, Governor. Good morning, sir. My name is Mohammed Ali from Governor.
Okay, nice to meet you, Mohammed.
Good morning. I'm Mohammed from NDA Kaduna here.
From where?
NDA Kaduna.
Okay, NDA. Okay, nice to meet you,
Yes, sir.
Mohammed.
Thank you.
All right, so who else do we have on the call? Yeah.
Hello.
Let's keep
Hello.
introducing ourselves
Good
to
morning.
11. Yeah,
Can you hear
Joseph. Yeah, I can hear you, Joseph.
me? Yeah, good morning. Yeah, my name is Joseph. I am joining from Kujera Council FCT. Nice meeting all of you.
All right, so that's great, Mr. Joseph. So I also want to be hearing what you guys are into, not just the name and where you're joining us. So what are you into? Are you a freelancer? Are you working? Are you a student? So let's all get to know each other. Feel free, feel free. I'll explain who am I. Maybe some of you here might have known me, but when the time comes, I'll reveal who exactly I am. So keep on. Who else is going?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Henry, sir,
Okay, Henry.
and I'm hearing from Kamazu. I'm in Kaduna, based in Kaduna.
Okay, that's great.
Yes, sir.
Henry, nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm a student of Greenfield University studying information technology.
That's great. That's great. Nice to meet you. So we have students here. I'm sure we have entrepreneurs here. We have professionals here. So please feel free to introduce yourself. One more minute before we go. We close the introduction session. Easy.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning, sir. My name is Mohammed Abakar. I'm calling from Kaduna.
Hmm?
I'm a BDSP by profession, Kaduna-based BDSP. Our services span across the country as the requests may be. So it's a pleasure to be here with you guys this morning, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot.
That's great. We're really glad to hear that. Thank you too for joining us, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So let me proceed to share my screen. Just a moment.
Morning, sir. I'm Amos Waba from Borno State. I'm a co member now, currently serving in Adamawa State.
I think I have someone speaking. Yeah, you can unmute yourself.
I guess it is network.
All right. So
Yeah.
So we're going to start now. I'll start by presenting the course curriculum before we move into the presentation. So while waiting for my screen to come up, let me start by asking if this is the first time you're hearing about AI agent. What made you to join this course, this particular track? Anyone?
Okay, let me attempt.
Okay.
AI agents as need to understand agents that enables you to perform tasks faster than you used to. If it used to be, at least if the task is to take, say, 5 minutes or 1 hour, so it could be done with the aid of an AI within 5 minutes.
Perfect.
And with great precision, accuracy and precision.
Exactly.
I think
exactly.
that's what I understand from my layman point of view. That's what I understand to be AI agent.
Perfect. That's a great one, Mr. Muhammad. You detailed describe what AI agent is based on your own understanding. So who else?
Thank you.
Let me hear from anyone.
Okay, in my own words, an AI agent basically they are AI bots which help us perform basic tasks more efficiently.
Okay. All right. I can also take that definition. Mr. Dominion is a great one. So, all right. So let me walk you through the course curriculum. Like you're aware, this is a program called Digital Skills Fast. And if you're all present during the orientation yesterday, we described what this program is all about and how we came into it right now. So for this particular track, which is AI agents and automation training. So here is the curriculum. I've already shared it in the group. It's going to be a fully virtual training and live session, not recorded, except if you miss the class, then you watch the recording. But during the class, you have direct access to the instructor, ask questions, share your thoughts about any topic. Yes, and we get to brainstorm together. So the duration is going to be 4 sessions. That means 4 weeks. This is the first week, and we're expecting to finish by August. And maximum of 2 hours. So we can have less than 2 hours, but maximum of 2 hours per session. So I'm sure some of you maybe are very busy this morning, but at least you're able to squeeze some hours out of your 24 hours just using this training. That is a good one. So this is a completely beginner level course. Maybe some of you are advanced when it comes to AI, use of AI for technical stuff. So, but we'll consider our audience that have zero knowledge about AI agents and how they can get to know it. So the prerequisite You just need your smartphone and yeah, your laptop with internet access. So you can do this with your phone. If you can, if you have laptop, good and fine. So, but as as a student of AI, or maybe as a practitioner of AI, you need to have a laptop. So, the schedule, which is what we have here, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at max, and you already have the link which you guys are already currently in. So let's go to the course description. So it introduces complete beginner to what? Into AI agents and no code automation. There are different kind of automation. There is code level automation, but what we are going to introduce you is a no code automation here. So as participants, you get to know to understand what the AI agent is, what makes it different from a chatbot, because there are two different things entirely. So, and also how can you instruct this AI agent? So you need to know more about structured prompting, and how can you build and present working automations on your own. So we'll also be looking at real world case study. So this is because we told you that majority of this course is going to be hands-on. So you get the concept at the first session. So from the subsequent session, you begin to work on it practically. So the learning outcome, you should be able to explain what AI agent is and how it differs from this chatbot, which is like a single AI prompt, like a linear approach. You just ask the question, they give you a response. But AI agent works different entirely. So like I also explained similar to this, and I'll just move to the last point here, which is capstone project. Yes, we are going to issue a capstone project before the end of this training. So, and our top performing student will receive a special award, recognition, and a couple of other things that I don't want to disclose right now because we have lots of surprise. So I want you guys to stick to the end. We ask questions. If there's anything, share your thoughts. If you are already advanced in this, yeah, we'd like to hear from you. What have you built? So, and what is the current situation of it? So feel free to bring your colleagues up to speed. Yes. So some of the tools we'll be looking at. First is the what? Manus. If you have heard of Manus, please let me see a thumbs up. Just a thumbs up. If you have heard of Manus, a thumbs up. If you heard of Manus, okay, Joseph, Muhammad, okay. So you have heard of it, perfect. But have you used it? If you have used it, let me see a thumbs up also. You know, there is a difference between you use it and you have heard of it. Okay, so perfect. So for this particular session, first week session, we'll be looking at after introducing what Manus is all, what the AI agent is all about. We'll look at a live demonstration of how an autonomous AI agent works. So from subsequent class, we'll be looking at things like how we can create a structured prompt to instruct our agent, and how we can be able to build our own custom workflow or automation using make.com. Some of you are also familiar with NHN, so they all work similar. NHN, make.com, Mind Studio, and a couple of other AI agent builders. So we'll be working closely with make.com. So this is a primary no-code build platform, which we'll be looking at between week second and third session. Yes. And some of the automation we'll be looking at, we'll look at how we can control our agent directly from Telegram. We'll look at how we can enable triggers on forms and everything. So here's a breakdown, which is what we're having here. Okay, someone is trying to raise hand. Muhammad. Okay, so let me proceed. So in the first week, which is this, we'll understand all the concepts about AI. AI, deep learning, machine learning, generative AI, the waves of AI, and how AI agent works and everything. So your participation outcome, you should be able to define what agent is, and you should be able to identify where automation fits your own working schedule. So you might have a repetitive task that you want, that's very boring for you, that you want to automate. Because personally, I have a couple of them, and I use AI agent frequently. So, and I want you guys to learn the skill and also see how you can apply it to solve your day-to-day tasks. Okay, So week 2, or the second session, that's where we'll go in depth in prompting, and we'll be meeting our first tool where we'll look at the framework for prompting. That's the RTC, as role, task, constraint, and format. So we'll be looking at the prompting framework. We'll be looking at what's different between Make, Zapier, Init. So we'll also be looking at some automations using the Telegram, and also email or Sheet for automation. Yeah, something like that. So week 3, that's where we'll build our first automation. Yes, we'll build our first automation. And week 4, you guys will be working toward your capstone project. Perfect. So lastly, the assessment. Very, very important, because you guys want certificate after this course. How can you be eligible for certificates? You must be present, attend your classes. If there's any question, ask your question, do your assignments. So these are the things that will count to make sure you are eligible for certificate of participation at no cost. We will not charge you for certificate of participation. But we also have a professional certificate. So this professional certificate has way more value and more weight, because it's coming with a couple of package that we share in week 2. So your capstone project that I made mention, so it's make sure that you are competent in that particular track. You maybe include all the things we have learned in this course, build something very, very important that can be used in a real world case study. And after getting that certificate, we have a tool that we showcased yesterday during the demo. So we're giving you access to that tool. Yes, entirely as a pro plan. Yeah, I can see Emmanuel raising hand. So that's the end of this particular course column. If you have any question, let me hear from you before we move to the presentation. Yes. Any question?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Okay.
Can I learn this even without prior knowledge in the whole AI?
Good question. Yes. Because I actually thought of that when I'm drafting this course. So I have to make sure I'm very, very simplified in terms. Yes, you can. You can.
Okay, sir. And also,
Yes.
can you learn this with just your mobile phone, or you need a system?
Yes, you can learn it with mobile phone. All these things is something that I've asked myself, because I have experienced decades of training, mentoring people. So I know some of the challenges people might face. So you can use mobile phone to access the training entirely. Even the practicals, you can do it on your phone. Yes. The tasks that are going to assign, you can do it with your phone. Yes, no challenge. You don't need any advanced AI knowledge skills. No, we try to break every time as simple as possible so that we'll carry everybody along. So I'm sure we have professionals here, but we need to also consider those that are just getting started, because we have advanced courses. Yes, at Apexium, we have way advanced courses. So, but this is more for beginners, because we made mention it's a beginner-friendly course. Perfect. So, any other question? Let me hear from you guys. Keep bringing your questions before I proceed to share my screen. My second screen, sorry. Okay, so now any other question? I think everybody is clear. All right. Okay. Perfect. Okay, confirm if my screen is visible. Okay.
Visible.
Perfect. So, yes, once again, welcome to your first session on AI agents and automation. So in this particular session, you'll be understanding the concepts behind AI agents and how you can apply it to your day-to-day tasks. So who am I? I'm Mahmoud Ibrahim. So I'm the CEO of Apexium, and I'm a certified digital skills trainer. So I take AI trainings in various institutions. Apart from Apexium, I'm also a trainer at Kara City Hub and also a publisher. I publish a couple of articles when it comes to AI and cybersecurity. My publication that is Altura Dynamics. So my expertise include generative AI, threat intelligence, and AI security. So currently we are building a project or a product called Career Shield with our team at Apexium. So we'll share more details when this product is live. Okay. So for the session room, you need to make sure that you don't have any distraction close to you. And if there's any contribution you have, feel free to raise up your hand, share your thoughts. If you have any question, feel free also to reach out. Yeah. So what are we going to cover today exactly? So we look at the concept behind what AI is, the difference between AI, machine learning, generative AI, deep learning. I'm sure you must have heard this concept somewhere, but what are their difference? Examples, so that the next time when they say AI, when they say machine learning, when they say AI agent, you clearly define them. Yeah. So how AI works, we'll get to know that also shortly. We'll be looking at the 3 waves of AI because we're in current. You also get to predict like, okay, what stage are we currently on? There are different revolutions, just like we have the smartphone or smartphone revolution. We have the also internet revolution. Now we also have the AI revolution. So we are currently moving into the 3rd wave gradually. So you need to understand that. So we'll also look at like what we have here, AI agent. We'll look at live demonstration of how autonomous agent works to accomplish tasks. And lastly, how is it relevant to your own career? Okay. So I have a question for you here. Imagine you had a tireless assistant who never got tired, never asked for a salary, and worked for you 24 hours a day. What will you finally have time for? So this is a question for you. Who answered this question? Who answered this question? What will you do with the remainder of the time? Yes.
Can we speak?
I need 2 people to give their response. Yes, yes. You can unmute your mic and speak.
All right, thank you very much. If I have an assistant that never got tired, then the only thing to be doing is to coordinate, direct, put him through what to do at every point in time. So you're just going to be there to direct and control. Majorly, you're going to be doing the function of a management, just directing, controlling, putting in place, okay, this is what to do next, this is what to do, this is how to do it, and go, sir.
Exactly. That is a very smart one. I like that response. Okay. So who else? I need one more. So what will you? Yeah. Go on.
So you measure the outputs of the activities from the input done by the agents. So solely you devote your time to evaluate the total output.
Okay, I also like that response. That's a good one. I can see you guys giving smart response. Because I can remember when I asked this question in a conference or on a particular session workshop, someone said he will use the time to do other his personal stuff, not even to coordinate the AI. Where I can see you guys already envisioning putting this into practice. Perfect. So what exactly is AI? let's start with AI first before we go into AI agents. I believe you guys have heard of this word and you have used chatbot like ChatGPT. True or false? I'm sure it's true. But if you have never used ChatGPT here, please a thumbs up or maybe raise your hand. So, what exactly is AI, artificial intelligence? It is the science and engineering of making machines to simulate human intelligence. So, AI is nothing but ability for a machine to mimic human intelligence. That is what AI is. So, as simple as that. Artificial intelligence. We all know that humans are smart, humans are intelligent. If I say you're intelligent, what do I mean? So you can be able to reason, act, learn, and also respond to questions. So carry out decisions. So that makes you intelligent. So when we have a machine that have that mimic that human intelligence is known as what? Artificial intelligence. So some concept that you need to know: AI is not a robot. Yes, it's just a software that is intelligent. Yes, there are two different between robots and AI, but we combine them, AI and robotics. So robots is just like a dummy structure, but if you add AI, that is the software to it, then it become a fully working, what is it called? Working product or working robot. Just like you now, your body and the soul. The soul, that is like the software. So if there is no soul in your body, it's just going to be a dead body. So that is it. AI learns from patterns, or it learns data, it learns patterns from data and not explicitly handwritten rules. What they're trying to say is that you feed them with vast amount of information, then they learn from that data and be able to carry out prediction. So they make prediction, they make decision, they also generate new content. New content can be audio, can be text, that can be video, can be a lot of images. So anything, that is what we are currently using AI for. So it sees, it reads, it speaks, and it writes. And also reason within the limit of what it learned. That is it. Because if you have a student now, they read about a particular subject. So, and they get to ask, they will ask a different question outside the scope of what they read. They will not be able to answer that question. Yes, but they'll just beat around the bush. But if within the scope of what you learn, you can be able to respond exactly as accurate as possible. So let's get to know the difference between AI, machine learning, and generative AI. Very, very important because these concepts are used interchangeably, but you need to know the difference. AI itself is a broad umbrella that deals with what? Rules or data. So I've already finished describing what AI is in the last slide. So basically how it learns is that it works with what? Rules or data, then to carry out prediction. That is it. Some examples include chess, so it includes spam filters, navigation apps. Let me give you an example. I'm sure you guys, some of you here have played computer chess game, either on chess.com or other platforms. So they say play with bot. That bot is an AI system. So they are a bit programmed. So whenever you make a move, so they also counter that move. So that is an application of AI. Then spam filters in this way. Why are some emails automatically pushed to spam? It works based on a rule. If there are some certain words, keywords that are being mentioned in the email, so automatically it will push it towards spam. That is like a rule base, and is AI working in real life? Navigations, there can also be your navigation apps such as Google Map or any kind of map can give you a quick navigation or a quick path. Maybe there's a traffic here, it will reroute you to other different things. That is how AI system working in real life. Then next, when we come to machine learning is a subset of AI. Do you get it now? When we have a broad umbrella, within the umbrella, we have machine learning. So machine learning is giving a machine massive amount of data, then it will recognize the patterns within that data and be able to give you prediction. A reality example is that We can have Netflix recommendation, YouTube recommendation, Instagram, TikTok. You're interacting with all the social media platforms. But you notice that, for example, if you like football videos, now that we're in World Cup era, you like watching football videos on YouTube, you will notice that all recommendation will be similar to the football videos. True of us. If you have never noticed that, let me see your hands up. You are on social media, you are used to news, you are used to motivational speech. You'll be seeing similar content coming up. That is a smart recommendation system, and it's an application of what machine learning that's working in the background. So it's trying to understand your pattern and how you interact with the platform, then give you similar recommendation just for you to keep glued to the platform. Yeah. We also have fraud alert, a system that can be able to flag fraudulent transactions. If there's any, maybe they exchange a location within 24 hours when you're trying to carry out a transaction. So all this is our machine learning that are working in reality. We also have credit scoring, a couple of other examples. Then next we'll move to what? Generative AI. Generative AI, which is what we are all familiar with now, using AI to generate content. It can be your blog post, it can be your email, it can be your document, it can be a music, it can be an image. I'm sure a lot of you have used AI to generate images, have used AI to generate text, have used AI to generate videos. So this is not an AI video generation class. We also have that separately. So at least you know now that we're in the era of the generative AI, using AI to generate content. So how does that work? It works on a massive amount of data set. They have been trained on massive amount of data. That's why we call them LLM, large language models. They have been trained on a massive amount of data. Then there is a concept called neural network. Neural network is just how the mimic of the human brain. You know, whenever you're trying to learn something, your brain tries to recognize patterns, neurons, over billions of neurons, trying to fix things and be able to store it in their memory. Similar concept to AI system where we have a deep learning. So it's be able to mimic the human brain using the word artificial neural network. Yes. Example of this particular generative AI, we have the ChatGPT, we have Cloud, we have Gemini, we have Midjourney. So if you have used, if you know anyone apart from this generative AI, let me see your hands up. A thumbs up. If you have used any generative AI platform, apart from this three, apart from this four, apart from this four. I'm sure some of you only know one here, which is ChatGPT. So if you know any other one, yeah. Okay, so which one have you used that is not mentioned here?
Manos.
Okay.
Okay, personally, Arena AI.
Arena AI. Okay. Okay. But you know what? Arena AI, Arena AI connects almost all of this to its platform. Okay, we'll come to that later. Okay, who else? Okay, all right. Let's proceed. How does AI actually works? Perfect. That's the next question. So please mute yourself. First and first, they are being fed on billions or millions amount of data. And that data can be text, can be image, can be code, can be audio. So the bottom line is that the more high quality data that's been trained on, the better and smarter the model becomes. That is true. You'll be hearing ChatGPT Pro, ChatGPT, okay, let me use Gemini, Gemini 1.1 Pro, Gemini 5.5 Flash, Gemini this. Why are they bringing newer model? Because the new models are improved versions. So they are more smarter than the previous models. If you are a cloud user, you'll be hearing Fable 5, you'll be hearing Mitos, you'll be hearing Sonnet, you'll be hearing a lot of them. So it's like an improvement of the model. They are becoming way, way more smarter than the previous model. So it depends on the quality of the data. That is it. AI is not like a magic show. No, it was trained on data, and now based on that data, it can be able to carry out prediction. That is it. It's just a probability machine. Then next stage on how AI works is to find patterns. The model adjusts millions of internal systems across training to minimize prediction error. So just like you now, I can show you a picture of a cat. Maybe this is the first time you're seeing a cat. How can you be able to differentiate between a cat and a dog? I'll show you two images. This is a cat and this is a dog image. So later on, after 1 week or after a day, I'll ask you, what is this? What is this? You know that, okay, this is a cat and this is a dog. But what technique did you use to differentiate them? Maybe their shape size, their face size, sorry, how the ears look like. So you're trying to understand the pattern between those two things. So that's how also AI works. They recognize patterns within the whole data, and they'll be able to carry out the last step, which is what? Prediction. Prediction is just like giving it a new input, then it predicts the most likely output. That is it. We just say what? Probability of prediction. If I say predict this, it might be true, it might be false. Yes, predict that it's going to rain in Sabo. So you predict the next likely keyword. So it's going to be like a word by word or pixel by pixel at an incredible speed. Yes, it's prediction that is working on in the background. So millions of computing power being used to give you the next token. Yes. I have a statement down here that says what? A model like ChatGPT doesn't think, which is true. They don't think. They only predict the next most likely word. So billions of times per second based on the patterns in the human written text. That is it. They don't think. If you see them writing thinking, it's not thinking that they're thinking. It's just like they're trying to predict, okay, what is the most likely keyword that will match? That is it. But at a billion times of speed. Next, we'll move into the what? The AI wave, the 3 AI wave, or the revolution. The first wave is the automation, which is, you guys are already familiar with the keyword automation, even before AI came into existence. When you heard the word automation, you know that it has to do with what? Repetitive tasks. So that is the first wave. Automating repetitive tasks, which can be a rule-based tasks, such as what? Email spam filtering, like I told you, flagging of email, pushing them to spam folder. Sometimes if someone sends you a mail, you notice that the email just end up in spam. But how did it work? It's the system. It's not human being that will go and push it to some spam. No, it's the system that works based on rule. So if the email match a particular rule, then it will be pushed towards inbox. If it doesn't match the rule, it will push it toward the spam folder. That is the email spam filtering, and that is part of the automation that we already passed, we witnessed. The other thing is what? The basic customer service bot. You ask them a question, they just give a response to you. Like for example, maybe the ones that we have, MTN, they have their own chatbot. Airtel, maybe I guess they have their own chatbot on their website. A bank also have their own chatbot. So all those basic customer service, so they work based on rule, yeah, just to automate repetitive tasks. Then the next wave, which I believe we are currently in, and we are still in right now, which is between 2025 till 2028. We should still be in this particular wave. That is the augmentation. What is it? What does it mean? It's just like having AI as your partner or as your assistant. Systems like ChatGPT, Gemini, coding pilots like Cursor, GitHub Copilot, these are just examples of using AI as your assistant or as your partner to help you with one or two tasks. That is augmentation. And this is what we are still currently in now. I'm sure all of you here are using AI to generate maybe a content such as ChatGPT, Gemini, or the developers that are still on the call here. They're using AI to write code. Maybe they're using Git, they're using, what's it called? Cursor, they're using GitHub Copilot, and a couple of other ones. We are still in this era, but what we are currently focused on is the future. You guys are welcome to that, which is Wave 3 now. This is what we are envisioning for. And you guys are the smartest people that picked this track. Yes, I won't be biased, but you guys saw the opportunity here and you decided to pick it up. That is a very nice move. Okay. So the Wave 3, which is what we are currently witnessing now, which is true, the autonomous agent. What is AI agent? So they can be able to plan tasks for you and execute it. You just give them a goal and they plan and execute the tasks for you. So autonomous software engineer tools like we have autonomous AI agent software engineer tools. We have anti-gravity, Google anti-gravity. Some of you might have that. Or another popular one is what? Cloud Code. Cloud Code is very, very familiar. It's very popular, but is an example of what? Autonomous software engineer. Autonomous software. So they don't work like these guys here, maybe like Copilot, that they assist you with coding completion and everything. No, you give them the task. Hey, build this website for me. They will build the entire website from scratch to finish. That is it. Hey, write this for me. Do research on this particular stuff for me. They do that autonomously and just tell you that, hey, I'm done. Then another example, we have the general purpose AI agent, which I'm giving example here with what? Manus. We have other ones and general purpose autonomous agent. We have GenSpark is there, and we also have other specialized AI agents, a lot of them. So we are currently in second wave, but we are moving into what? The Wave 3. So we'll be looking at this in depth for the next couple of weeks. Yes, at a beginner skill. That's why I put it here at a beginner skill. So don't feel too overwhelmed. We're pushing you too hard. No, I'm trying to carry everybody along because I just started from the basic scratch. What is AI? And now we're moving into agent. So this is going to be like a crash course. So what is an AI agent? I've heard some of you have already explained this. But AI agent differs from a chatbot. ChatGPT, Gemini, Cloud, they differ from AI agent. A chatbot usually give you answer once, it's like a linear approach. What is this? You just respond back. You understand? But an agent takes the goal and break it down into tasks. So just take, for example, of this screenshot here. You give it a goal, read email and draft automatically, monitor form submission and update the community group, check a web page daily and send a summary. So the agent will take that your goal, break it down into different tasks. We have the first task here, which is email processing. The other task here is what? Form checking, and lastly, web page summary. Then the agent will execute each task independently and finally give you the final outcome. That is how agent works now. This is not like a linear approach, if you notice, unlike using direct chatbot like ChatGPT. So it executes those steps with minimal supervision, such as browsing. Yes, they can browse for you. They can browse the internet, fill applications for you, submit responses for you, lots of things. Send email to your teams, a couple of other things. Example, we have an agent that reads incoming emails and draft reply automatically. If you're a busy type like me, you can automate the process. AI agents will reply all incoming inquiries, either for a brand, your own personal stuff. So they will just be the one replying automatically. We also have the autonomous calls, like call centers now. I'm sure they are already automating this. It's not human that used to pick the call. Automatically, a chatbot or maybe an agent will pick the call, AI agent. It will respond to the query, then reroute the call maybe to another agent. Yes, we can have agents network, sub agents. It's very possible. Yeah. The second example here, we have an AI agent that monitor a form submission. And lastly, we have the AI agent that checks webmail, which is exactly what I just finished describing here in this image. Okay. All right. So for our live demonstration, we'll be looking at Manus, which I just finished explaining earlier. So Manus is a general purpose AI agent. We have different kind of AI agent. You might heard of them, like you might have heard of some of them. Within this particular platform, like ChatGPT, I think they also integrated AI agents to it, but I don't think it's a free feature. Yes. And on Cloud Code also, they have CoWork, is an agent also that they integrated. So all these major platforms, they're integrating AI agents into their tools. All of them one by one, because that is the future. Because is way beyond just asking a chatbot question and it give you a response. No, you give them a goal and they break that goal into tasks, execute it for you, and give you the final outcome. This is where we're heading to right now. It's not like a baby monitor. Do this, correct that. No, they do everything autonomously, give you final response. So for this particular demo, it's just for you to watch. You can also take your time and practice after the class. So, but you need to know that this platform is a credit-based platform. So you might exhaust your credit after 1 or 2 operations. So you have to wait until the next day, then continue using it. So for you to build your own agent, custom agent, this is what we'll be looking at in the next couple of classes. So just for you to have a glimpse of what autonomous agent looks like. That is why I brought example of what Manus. Yeah. Okay. AI plus human equals to what? Superhuman. AI are great in a couple of things. We know that. But you don't need to go and do their tasks. Because we all know that there are some tasks, what's it called? Some jobs might be obsolete, but it's not like AI will take over your job. No, if you know AI is good with this, don't say that, hey, this is where you want to go and specialize. No, you can leverage, you leave AI to do what they are good at, and you focus on your own specialty as a human. But the collaboration between these two, that is what makes you so different, and that is what makes you in high demand. So AI, they are good with what? Processing large amounts of data very fast. You give them 100 textbooks, they can digest it within minutes. They can be able to recognize patterns at scale. They are available 24/7 without being tired. They are consistent when it comes to execution of tasks. So this is what AI is great at. But what about you as a human? What are you good at? You are good with what? Ethical judgment. You are good with also moral reasoning. Yes. You have empathy. You have emotions, but AI doesn't have that emotion, even though they're trying to mimic those emotions. But no, they can't. You are human. Navigating ambiguity and novelty, your creativity, that's what will sell you in this era right now. Building trust and real relationship. So this is where humans are better at. So make sure you improve on this and allow AI to do its work. But combine AI with your own expertise. That will make you a superhuman. So after learning the skills, what next? This particular AI automation is the fastest growing skill right now. I have to be honest with you. Lots of companies are looking for AI agent specialists, AI automation specialists, because they notice, in fact, you can have an AI agent that can control your entire business. You don't need to rely on hiring someone, paying them $500,000 maybe I said $1,000, $500,000 per month for example. But you have an agent that can work autonomously on the entire system. It understands the operation of the system. It does everything tirelessly without getting tired. So this is where companies are investing heavily when it comes to skills. Then the next thing that you need to do is that this platform that we're launching is something that you can also use to build your career. To pursue, after pursuing your certificate, your professional certificate, you get access to this tool, which is a career fit within what the career shield section, which match your skills with real opportunities. This is like a feature within our tool that we are currently building on. Okay, so what should you expect in the second session? I'll come to the practical demo, but let me finish the entire presentation. Identify one repetitive task. It can be within your lifestyle, within your job, within your business. So example might be what, replying to same questions repeatedly, organizing leads in a spreadsheet, posting the same content weekly. So you just need to write one paragraph of that and send it. This is part of your assignment for this particular session. Just identify one repetitive task, write it for us, or write it and send it in the group. Here's one part of your task for this week. And for the second session, we'll be looking at what prompting, and we'll be introducing you to our tool that we'll be using, which is make.com. So here's the entire assignment here. Let me just walk you through. Maybe after, we'll do the demo, then I will show you the assignment in depth and explain what you're going to do. Okay. So any question before I proceed to practical? Any question before we proceed to the practical aspects?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I just want to ask if
Come again. Come again.
I'm asking if the class has been recorded.
Yes, the
I'm
class
having
is
a
being
kind of
recorded.
bad network here. Oh, thank God. Because I've missed some kind of point where you're checking the network bad and I can't hear it. So if it's
Yes,
recorded,
the meeting
you'll have a link
is recorded.
after the class.
You have access.
Hello?
You have access to it. Yes, I'm with you.
Are we gonna be having the link to the class immediately after so that I can do replay and get to know what's going on or what has been discussed soon?
Yeah, you have access to it. You have access to the recording. Don't worry. You have access to the recording.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. So who else has question? This is a question and answer time. Before we move to the demo, I'm trying to pull up our demo. Yeah.
Good morning. The examples that you gave us were mostly based on businesses, like other simple tasks that span around like the office. So this AI automation, does it also go across other fields like science and physics, everything, math as well?
Yes, it does. It does, especially when you talk about science now. Having AI agents. Maybe, for example, you can have an entire agent system, agent network of different medical professions. For example, one agent is you have trained it so much on pediatric issues. Another one, you have trained it so much when it comes towards neuro science, stuff like that. So whenever there is an inquiry, maybe from a medical hospital, you deploy these agents in their own system. So whenever you ask any medical related, so the agent handle that. So, and if there's need, we can also connect you to a specialist to come and book a session. Yes. So this is just one example. We have different places where you can apply AI agent. Believe me, every sector you can apply it, either physics, either maths. Yes, you can. It's just for you to think of the problem. Whenever you think about the problem, then you have the tool now that can solve the problem. Okay.
Thank
so
you.
Next question. Welcome. Next question.
Hello.
Hello.
Please, I just want to ask, maybe is it because I joined not earlier? This month you are using, are we also installing it, or how do we get access to it?
Okay. So I'll come to Manus. Manus, you can download it as an app. It works on the desktop. It works on the mobile phone. They also have the website, just like you have ChatGPT. ChatGPT, you have the app, you have the website. So that is also how it works. So I'll come to the Manus in depth. I'm just trying to answer any other question. So I'll take 2 more questions, then we proceed to the practical. Okay. So anything that is not clear, or would you like to share your thoughts on this entire presentation?
Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, rather.
Yeah, okay, it's afternoon.
So I have a question. In some cases, not even in most cases, when you use AI to generate, let's assume an article. Assume an article for publication, you just use AI to generate and tailor it to what you want. But I know that there are some apps that people use to dictate that article contains AI content. Is there a way we can go around it, like maybe like a refurbished way, so that by the time you check, it will not really pick the AI content in it?
Okay, so I'll explain this in different scenarios, starting with text.
Is the question for me?
Yeah, no, it's not a question I'm asking. I'm trying to answer it because I have multiple answers on my head.
Okay.
When it comes to detecting AI generated content, either text, either image, either video, but anything that has to do with AI generated content, the AI system used to embed watermarks on a text, for example. Your eyes will not see the watermark. It's like a trace they leave. On image, they leave also that trace. On videos, they leave that trace. So when you are using AI detectors, they can easily flag that this was AI generated content. Even though it's not easy to remove the trace directly, it's not human that added that trace, like a watermark. So the best for you for text generated content, I would recommend writing the entire generated content. You can use tools like Quillbot, for example. Quillbot helps you write a passage, a paragraph, to sound more human written, for example. We have other systems that are anti-AI that helps you work around that. So they try to identify that, hey, this is AI generated, then they try to change it to sound more human written, remove all the AI watermarks, and whenever maybe if you are submitting it as a research proposal, you can get a way around that. Then for the images, like I said, they are living on watermark. So I think Google is working on a system called Synth ID, whereby all the generated content, they put a unique ID to it, just to be able to flag deepfakes and a couple of other impersonation that usually happen. So my own take, after getting the AI generated content, you can change it to sound more human. Just rewrite it based on your own terms. That is my own take for you. I hope I didn't confuse you more.
No, you didn't. So, like we said now, let's assume that I use a prompt like to get an answer from AI, like an article. So I can write the article, right?
Yes, you
So
can write the article.
it won't be like
Either,
I'm
go
with
on,
you.
finish.
So
Finish,
it
finish.
won't be like a copy and paste something. So I can just rewrite the article and probably use a quick box to check for grammatical blunder.
That is it.
Sorry, is that name I want to get? What did you call it? Is it Quick Box or Quick Bolt?
Quick box.
Quick Box, thank
Let
you.
me just type it. Not quick, quill.
Okay. Spell, please.
Like quill box.
Quill
We have
box.
other ones, but this is among the reputable ones. You can see where is it? No, all these ones they're just adverts. Yeah, this is it. This is one. AI paraphrasing and everything, something like that. And this, I know this one is among the good ones. We have other ones also as well. So they detect AI generated content and help you with other magic. Yeah. Anyway, that is it, by the way. Any other question? Okay.
I don't know. Sorry, this one, is it going to be dropped? Because I'm sorry, I joined in late. So I don't know what I've missed. How would I catch up?
Yeah, we are going to share the recording after the class.
All right. Thank you so much.
Welcome. So all sessions are being recorded by default.
And it's going to be only once a week, if I may understand. Every Saturdays only?
Only
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay.
So
11 to
11 to 1. You have time to go
1.
and do your other stuff.
Yeah. It's okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So let's begin with Manus now. So this is Manus, the interface here. I'm using the web version. So in the Manus, you can see the agents here. You can see the new tags, because if you click on this new tags, it will bring you back to this similar page, for example, which is what we have now. We'll have agents. So within Manus, we have a couple of other agents here. We have the brand continuity, AI identifier, persist memory, so a lot of things here. So you can be able to get started exactly. So what did they say here? Deploy your agent for sale. Because I told you there are different kind of agents. You can have a marketing agent. What does it do? It helps you with marketing. You can have a research agent. You can have, my friend that asks, is it only related to work? No. You can have maybe an academic agent. So, but when it comes about all this repetitive stuff, all these, we kind of look at it in the business perspective. Yes. So that is what they're trying to share here. Then next we have the plugins. Plugins are also very important that you need to know of, because agents, if you say, hey, agent, access my web browser, search about this, they need to have permission to connect to your web browser. If you say, hey, AI agent, help me post automatically across my social media platforms, either Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and everything, you give them the goal, you have to connect them directly from the plugin section. For example, this is the Instagram. This is Google Workspace. This is calendar. Maybe I usually get appointments on a frequent basis. I can set the agent to have access to my calendar, review the bookings, then connect with the client, maybe join the meeting on my behalf if possible, and respond to queries and give me feedback, something like that. So a lot of things you need to also need to know of the connections, the connectors here. But what is more important here, you need to search for the Gmail connector, because that is what we'll be testing. If you type Gmail, look at it here, you'll see a plus icon. So when you click on that plus icon, you have enabled the connector, but you need to authenticate, which is very important. So you just see authorize, and it will link your account to the the Gmail platform. What I'm trying to say is that the agent now has access to your Gmail, because it's just like say, hey, help me review new or read messages, send a reply to me, or help me research about a particular topic, give me updates every 7 a.m. Maybe I want to be hearing news about, I want to be reading news about top AI trend every 7 a.m. So I can put the agent to work, connect my Gmail, because they need to have access. How can they send it to you? They need to have access to the platforms or the apps. I believe that is clear now. The schedule also, like I mentioned, how often do you want it? Like you can set the manual trigger, hey, every 1 hour, every day, just be sending this particular stuff for me. All right, so we'll begin our project here. So this library is what I've done in the past. Yeah. So I'll go back to tags. Within the tags here, this is my prompt. Look at it here. I said, find out what skills Nigerian tech employers are asking for most in entry-level job posting right now, and summarize them into one-page guide. Then I'll just say, and send to my email. Good. So me saying this and send it to my email, you see the email has been connected under the plugin. Else it's not be able to send it to your email. So this is what one of the tasks that we're going to do now. So I'll send this request, and the agent will begin to do the entire process. Let me show you what is going on in the background. I'll open a computer. So this is a computer that is running on a cloud. This particular task that I gave it now, it will open a web browser, search for the most in-demand skills. Now, right now, it's searching for platform like what? Jobberman. Look at it here. It's the agent that's controlling the browser, not me. But look at it, it's showing live. That means everything is done automatically. Everything, the agent will do the task for you. You don't need to do anything. Just wait and see. You can even tell them, hey, apply for thousands of jobs for me. And look at my CV. They can do that for you. But our task here, or my goal here that I gave it is to search for what employers are asking or are demanding for entry-level jobs. So it's searching across Jobberman, it's searching across JobMag, to search across all those top job platforms. It's executing the entire process for me. And lastly, it's to document everything as a one-page summary, then send it to my email. Just hold on for some seconds, and we should have the final stuff right in our inbox. You can automate it saying that run this schedule every 1 day, every 1 week. This is what agents looks like. So I think now it's trying to draft the one-page document. It's done already. Look at it, PDF. That's PDF. So look at the email here. It's sending me the email here, but it wants my approval. Dear user, find the attached one-page summary of your most in-demand training entry-level tech skills 2025 or 2026, or something like that, the duration. And it says what? Regards, Manus, attached document here. So if everything is okay, just click on what? Send.
Sir, please, I'm not seeing your screen. Am I the only one?
Really? Please confirm if you can see my screen. I just hope. Oh, okay. So it's from your own end. Okay. So it says task complete. Look at it here. I have successfully researched. So it's research about this most in-demand stuff for me, about top tech entry-level tech skills in Nigeria, and created a one-page guide and sent it to my email. So now it's right in my inbox. So I can quickly open my inbox now and check. Let me see which of the email did it send it to. I think, okay, this particular account that I am currently logged in. So I'll just pull it out. There's a moment. Gmail. Gmail, there's a moment. I want to switch account. Okay, perfect. So now I can share the screen now. So I just decided to open a new tab due to privacy. I'm trying to open my new my email box. Okay, perfect. So this is the email that Manu sent to me now. Look at it here. Your one-page guide is here, which is the what? In-demand entry-level tech skills in Nigeria. It's captured the message, and this is my research work. The Manus just did for me. It did the research for me entirely, send it to my email. It can send it, I can ask it to send it to my entire team, for example, issue tags for them. It says this is what we have here. And okay, the in-demand tech skills, we have a software engineer or software developer. We have AI and machine learning. We have data analysis, cloud computing, cybersecurity, UI, UX. Perfect. So what are the soft skills you need to know? Which is problem solving, a couple of other things. And lastly, with citations. Perfect. So this is just one task that we just ask Manus to do for us. But you can also ask it to do other tasks. Let me just switch back to the other screen.
Mr. Maud. Mr. Maud.
Yes.
Sorry, please, can you just
yes, I'm with you.
Can you what's it called, reverse on how to add the plugins? Those plugins. How you added the plugins.
Okay. All right, just a moment. Okay, so I'll go back to Manus. So on Manus, you will see what plugins. When you click on plugins, plugins are different apps that Manus can have access to. A lot of them. It can be your browser, your web browser, this particular browser that I'm using, which is Microsoft Edge. I can add it, allow Manus to access it. You see Manus controlling my browser like how will I even describe it? GitHub, our developers, they used to publish code, write code, so you can allow Manus to have access to that. Instagram, like I said, if you are someone that generates content on a regular basis, you don't have the time to automate the process, you can use Manus for automation. You give them the go, they do the research, connect all your platforms to it, TikTok, whatever, Instagram, then they have access to it, and they'll make the publishing of the content automatically for you right here. So Manus is a platform developed by Meta. Meta are the company behind your WhatsApp, your Instagram, whatever, all those Meta-related products. So they are the company behind it. So in case you are asking for, okay, who are these people behind it? Who are the people behind it? Is it safe? Is it whatever? So you are connecting to their platform. Instagram is all built by Meta. Manus is all built by Meta. So, and it's just for you to look at it here. Also, we have some things like skills. Skills are something a bit in an advanced way, but let me just share more light about it. Skills are very, very important whenever you're working with AI agents. So agents, if you give them tasks, you can assign them to work with skills. Skills is like having that competency to work on that task. It's just like me, I give you a task, go and do this, but you don't have the skill to do the task. You can just do anything, maybe shabby, and just tell me you're done. But if I give you skill, you make sure that you follow that skill to accomplish that task. For example, we have something like SEO audit. You all know what SEO is. Sorry, I'm not sure if everybody knows what SEO is. So SEO means search engine optimization. So if your website, you want your website to rank higher, your social media to rank higher, so you need to know about SEO. So if I allow my agent to have access to these skills, so you should be able to look at it here. On the preview, it says what? Create plain text, evidence, lead, SEO audits, report using structured develop with what? Develop with the user, something like that. So you have to follow this blueprint to carry out the tasks given by you. That is what skill is all about. and we'll have different kind of skills here. You can click on view all, different skills, either video generation. So I've already enabled the skill. Maybe I want to be carrying out video generation tasks. So it's good to enable skill, because if you are going to be an advanced user, or I'm sure you guys are just coming up, but since it just popped up right now, we just have to explain what it is. Skill is very important whenever you're working with agents. Apart from giving them the goal, you need to give them the skill. Skill is what will guide the AI agent how to execute the task. That is it in simple terms. So I'll close this. So for my friend that said that I asked regarding connection plugin, I believe it's clear now. So you can just click on it. For example, if I want to
Yes,
connect to Instagram.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. I'll just click on connect. As simple as that. It will pop up Instagram for me to authenticate. Look at it, it's directing me to Instagram. I need to authenticate before to give me access. If I allow, then Manus have access to my Instagram, be able to manage content directly from Manus. I give the tags. If the tags is related to Instagram, it already has access to Instagram. So it will just execute it. I can say, hey, Manus, research about my Instagram profile. Look for what is in demand, or what should be I should be posting related to my niche. Maybe, for example, if I'm into real estate, I'm a real estate broker, for example. So it should search for my competitors, review my own profile. How can I work with my competitors? How can I also be better than my competitors? So it will search my competitors. It will just search about my own profile, then give me a summary. I can say, hey, send the summary to my email. Or no, after you give me the summary, I want you to carry out that research and complete the tasks. Upgrade my platform to be as what you just said. So this is something that can all be done. So we can spend an entire day talking about this particular Manus, but it's just for you to, the bottom line is just for you to understand how AI agent works and how we can put it in practice, because we just finished explaining what AI agent is. And you guys just saw a glimpse of it. So this AI agent can do a lot of tasks here, not just which I just give it now. You can have things like what the creating of a slide. Creating a slide is kind of different than.
Mr. Mahmoud, sorry to interrupt, please.
Yes.
I have a question, please. I just want to ask, please. Does the mobile app, because you said these manuals can actually work on mobiles and then on website, which is on laptops, right?
Yes.
Does the mobile app features actually have the same features with the website features?
Okay, for this question, I would recommend going for the website.
Okay.
Okay, you need your mic.
Thanks very much.
Sorry, just want to ask too. You kept using Instagram. Is it only Instagram you can post, or you just use that as an
I just
example?
use it as an example. Yeah.
Every other social media platform can be used on,
yes,
right?
exactly. So let me search for other social media platform. And adding more to what he just asked, developers usually do something. They give more features to web versions compared to apps. So I just told you to make because of the echo, not that I'm done with your question. So web version have way more powerful features, like more features than apps. The desktop app, there are some maybe tiny features that might be missing compared to the web version. The web version, you have everything entirely here. So for I think one of you that was asking, is it just Instagram? No, it's not just Instagram. So you can just search. You can have things like even though they are doing more integration, more and more integration. So you can search for maybe which other social media platform. Let me see, did they have LinkedIn? LinkedIn. Okay. They're yet to integrate LinkedIn. So what about Facebook? Facebook. Okay. Maybe they just integrated the most popular ones, not all the social media platforms. So yeah. TikTok. TikTok is available. All right. So you can do that. So there are other advanced way you can do the connection. For example, even though these ones are like verified from them, that's what they are trying to say. They have verified it, then they added it as under plugins. On other ones also, they might have, they will allow you to be, they can allow agents to control them, but the platform maybe didn't feature it. So we use something like custom NCP. I don't like going too advanced so that people cannot get confused. MCP means model context protocol. It's like you have agents or an AI trying to call a different tool. So if you create an MCP here, for example, we saw Facebook is missing. We saw LinkedIn is missing. So LinkedIn might create an MCP connection or configuration on how you can interact with their platform with agents. So they give you that configuration, and you can come down here and create the configuration and connect it. So now Manus have access to what? Maybe, for example, LinkedIn. So this is a bit of intermediate to advanced, which just stick with what they have here. All right, so I believe I've done justice to this. So
Mr. Mahmoud, one question, please. One question, please.
Sure.
I discovered that your dashboard is quite different from mine because I tried to log into Manus now, but my dashboard is different from your dashboard. Like where you have plugins, agents, I don't have that in my own on my own end.
Really? We should all be using the same version of Manus.
Please, if I can share my dashboard.
Sure, please share your screen.
Okay,
share your
let me
screen.
use it. Okay.
Mr. Mahmoud, I think just in relation to the question he just asked, I wanted to ask before, does the Manus actually have different versions? Because I just want to, I was about asking when he actually said his interface is quite different from yours. Does the Manus actually have different versions, which could actually be the reason? That's what I wanted to ask.
So I think maybe, no, I don't think they should have different version. Only thing that I can tell you is the agents, the version of the agent. If you click on this drop down, okay, I've stopped sharing my screen. There's Manus 1.6 Lite, there's one Manus Pro, there's Manus Max. But for the free version, we're all on Manus Lite. So we should have the same features. Only the thing is that you need to know, maybe because you're a first-time user, all those features are kind of hidden to you. So you need to explore further within the platform to.
I can share my screenshots. So maybe we just continue.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Excuse me. So let me check the controls and allow you to share your screen. Yeah, you can keep bringing your questions while I'm trying to allow.
Sorry, Mahmoud, which version is your own Manus?
My own version is version 1.6. And the version is only for the agents. But I told you, I recommend you guys to just go directly to the website. The website has the same version across. Maybe the interface might be different because this is the first time you have visited the platform. You get it?
Yes, I get it.
So, Mr. Mahmoud.
Yeah.
Okay, if I get you right, if you prompt the Manus, give it instruction, and then you tell it, you go to the icons by the left and, connect your Gmail through the plugins, right?
Yes.
So that it can send whatever you want it to send to your Gmail, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome. So the plugin is like access. You're giving it more powers.
Okay.
So that it needs to understand you. So if you said, okay, you on the plugin, you have things like, for example, TikTok, you have things like email, for example, let's do email. You wanted to send out email on your behalf. You need to have access to your email to send that email. So that is what I just finished describing. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
Welcome. So we're still on question and answer. You can keep bringing your questions before we end the session for today. So let me hear from you guys. What is the most takeaway from today's session? Share what you have learned before I give you my task for the week.
For me, I think this manners is the most takeaway.
Okay. But you said you have used it before, sir.
Yes, well, I used it, but it was just a prompting. I didn't get these other features. What we did the last time, which was just last week, a friend of mine, it was a time, it was a table. We just prompted to create a table for us, and it created a perfect outline of it. It designed the table and gave us everything we needed.
Okay, I get it. You use it like ChatGPT.
Like ChatGPT. We
But you
just
have
send
more
the instruction.
like that.
Yes, we just send the instruction and then ask it to create a table, and it created a perfect table for us, which was amazing.
That's interesting.
So for this one now, it's a new one.
Yeah, learning never ends.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Welcome, always welcome. So who is speaking? Emmanuel?
Hello, sir.
Blessing?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, please, I want to ask a question. Like, I'm trying to get access to this manuals, and I'm seeing a lot of manuals. Like, I'm seeing hands-on AI, so I don't know the particular one I should click on. Please, can you direct me?
Okay, let me share the link in the chat box because that's what we're trying to say. This SEO before. They have a lot of competitors, so everybody's trying to use manus. So this is the link. Yeah.
Okay, thank
So I'm
you.
just seeing the chat box now. What are you guys saying? Let's mute our mic. Okay. I can't hear anything. All right. So I don't think there's any question down here for me. Okay. So let me resume presenting my screen and share your assignment for the week. That's if you don't have any question for me. If you don't have any question or if you don't have anything to say regarding the whole session or the entire program, if you have any question, yes, because I can directly respond to your question directly right now. It's not something that you need to go and think about it. So you understand what I mean. So ask me the question right now that has been bugging you. Yeah, just unmute your mic. Just unmute your mic.
Okay, sir, please, I wasn't here early, so can you please have you recorded, or can I get the recording later?
Recording is already going on, so you have access to the recording immediately after the class.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
So, Mr. Mahmoud, this thing is working now. So I have the same what's it called? This thing as well. I think as a first-time user, if you've not used it before, then you come, but once you use it, then you now have the plugins and other icon by the side.
Exactly. Because you guys should have the same thing that I'm having. So, perfect. All right. So I believe everybody's on the right page. So for your week 2, you should be expecting the prompting. How do you instruct the agent to think? How do you instruct them to respond back to you? We look at different prompting framework, and we'll also get to introduce the tool that we'll be using to build our AI agents. This is an AI agent that was deployed by Meta. So we use it to do a lot of things. So we can see how we can also create our own custom agent. Yes. And for your assignment for this week, it's nothing but as simple as this. What you have learned in this entire week 1 training, write it down. Yes, I'm sure you are jotting. Or if you're not jotting, you have access to the recording. Don't forget what I said during the orientation yesterday. People watch the recording, attend, they feel like it's just a Netflix series or just a time pass. No, what differentiates you with others is that you are building along. You are working together with the facilitator. We're giving this training entirely free. You should take advantage of it. Yes. But other training centers, they charge a couple of thousands for this. So the task is simple. Like I said, you write a social media post. If you are on LinkedIn, perfect. If you're not LinkedIn, you might have a blog. You might have page like it can be even this thing, what's it called? Twitter X. It can be Medium blog or anything, some of that. Just document what you have planned because we want it to go out there on the social media platform. That is what we're targeting. So write about what you have learned in week 1, entire thing you have learned in week 1, and what you hope to achieve in the next couple of weeks. Tag the company at Apexium Tech Limited or Apexium or at Apexium Technologies. So after doing that, you just share the link to your post in your group. That is all what we request from you. Because all these little tasks we are giving you, those that happen to do it, those are the people that will be eligible for the certificate of participation. So coming up next week, you should come along with your own brainstorm repetitive tasks. What do you want to automate? Is it from your business? Is it from your personal lifestyle? What do you want to automate? Just come up with it. Yes. So in the absence of any question, I think we can finally call this a day. If you guys don't have any question for me.
Sorry, sir. You say we should write all what we learned today and post it on
post it. Yes, if you're on LinkedIn, you can post it on LinkedIn. If you're on Twitter X, you can post it on Twitter X. Just share what you have learned during this particular Digital Skills First program on this AI agent track. You need to mention you're learning about, you're excited learning about this AI agent from Apexium Digital Skills First track. Tag the company, that's all. That's all what we want from you. That's all. Share what you have learned. Moving forward, what you have built also, just do the same. Because all those little submissions they're doing, we're taking note of it. And only those that complete it will be eligible for the certificate. You don't need to pay anything to us. All right. So
sorry. Another thing, it's like I heard you saying we should copy the link and post it on the group. Oh, I didn't get that part, right?
Yes. So for that part, after you make the post, you click on share. That post that you made on social media, copy the link, you just share it in the group. So we review it. Right. Yes, this person has done this task.
It's all right.
Yes,
Thank
but
you very
make
much,
sure you
sir.
tag the company where possible. Welcome. Welcome. So I think we should be done for today, right? If you guys don't have any question.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. It's really insightful and elaborate.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for that feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So I think
see you next week.
We can
But I have a okay.
anything to say? Okay. And you guys should feel lucky. Yeah, honestly, this is a very good track that you guys picked on, and you can apply it in every way possible. The AI for web development, the AI for cybersecurity, the AI for whatever. Now we are giving agents to handle that. That is the reality. So only those that know the power, they know what to do with it. So call it.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Welcome. You too.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll share the recording. Don't worry. We'll share the recording before the end of the day in the group.